Mm, mm, mm.
Good morning, fellas. Week 5 recap, Dynasty Till Death. Man, what
Good
a season.
morning.
Let's jump in. It's been a wild time. It's going to get a little crazier, man. Woo!
Good
So,
morning.
week 5, man. Week 5, Justin and Javi. Did not expect this one, to be honest with you. But Justin's team is kind of taking form. Starting to pick up. George Pickens looks good. Saquon's been balling. Mike Will's been consistent. Just a big week all around. Justin's team, as he mentioned a little earlier in the chat, starting to pick up and starting to kind of find his form. Javi had a tough week, man. That T. Higgins, that is rough. You can't. Nobody ever wants to have that situation play out to where you got somebody who's banged up, you think they're going to play, and then they're just basically inactive, but they're active. That being said, we expect Javi to bounce back. Damian Pierce has been looking great. So we definitely expect Javi to make a push next week. We got Drew and Rocco, man. Battle of the names. Drew versus Drew. We'll get into Jeff versus Jeff next. Big week for that. Another unexpected win. Rocco coming in, holding it down, man. Derrick Henry, Leonard Fournette, Damian Harris got hurt, so Ramondre season. Rocco's wide receivers are pretty buns, but he came through and got a huge win against a big opponent and putting up a big week as well. Drew, another strong outing. I mean, Drew keeps putting up points. Situations, these weeks are so tough in this league. But is Godwin, Waddle, no Tua. He may think about retooling here. He may think about switching something up. I'm not quite sure. James Robinson started off great, kind of starting to fizzle a little bit. Dalvin Cook showed up. Kamara showed up. Mahomes showed up. Andrews is Andrews. So the pillars are still in place. But it'll be interesting to see what moves, if any, if Drew makes to kind of push things back the right direction after starting off 3-2. Jeff versus Jeff, man. I thought everybody, I think, probably marked this as the battle for that 101. Not the dumpster bowl, but that battle for that 101. Jeff Sims gets his second number 2, second win on the season. More than I expected, Jeff. I will be the first to tell you, my man. So big ups on getting those 2 dubs. We got Mr. LaCava, who's been a ghost. I don't know where the fuck Jeff's been. Where you at, Jeff? Questions. But Mr. LaCava, again, another strong showing from Nick Chubb. Trevor Lawrence kind of had a subpar week. And Drake London's kind of coming down from that, early season high as well. So we'll be interested to see what Jeff does. He's got that 1 pick. Is it time to liquidate? Is he going to look for more assets? Is he going to try to get some more wins and not be that 101? He could go either way, but another good battle between those 2. Avery and Paul. Paul hurt my heart, let me down. Avery, big win, sir. Debo provides you that stable. I think he gave you double digits again. CMC looks good. And you're doing this with a questionable Stafford and questionable wide receiver 3. Kyle Pitts not available. But can we talk about how Taysom Hill literally was the game changer in this? 40 points, and he wins by like 39 points or something like that. So that's just crazy that a spot start can change the entire matchup. And that goes to show everybody, I know we always talk about dynasty and outlook and players' value. Don't forget to be active. Now, Avery did get some support from somebody. But that being said, don't forget to be active. You all keep thinking about dynasty and this and that. And I know it's a great outlook, but this division, this league is so difficult. If you're not trying to win every week, you're not going to. So just a friendly reminder: be active. You can be that mediocre, middle of the pack team, but a few right decisions and involvement, Greg, can be a game changer in those situations. So shout out to Mr. Avery for getting a big win against Champ. We got John versus Capsper, the friendly ghost, aka Greg. Man, Josh Jacobs looks great, man. The dude was running with authority. Looks solid. Been putting up very, very consistent weeks. Amari Cooper, Hollywood Brown. We'll see if that changes after Hopkins gets in. But man, a strong week from John. Casper came back, had Kelsey and Adams on that Monday night. Those are 2 scary opponents to go against to close out a match. But when you're that negligent, nobody can save you. And then we had myself and Zach. I did expect this to be a little bit of a closer matchup. Zach's team just was kind of a lot of nicks and bruises, Olave concussion, Amon-Ra coming back from injury. Just the players just weren't giving everything Zach needed. That being said, I still think the foundation's there, the draft picks are there. I am not concerned about Zach at all. 170 from your boy. Yeah. Nice solid performance. Connor wasn't doing it for me. Switched that out a little bit. Lockett, man. Don't talk about it. Lockett top 10, baby. Top 10 so far. Hot Lockett is doing great. And Austin Eckler, awesome, excellent. My dude holding it down. So very happy to have the cops in my rear view with that 5-0. But man, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up, man. Next week, bye weeks, man, apocalypse. This is the time where you're gonna find out if teams are really in it, trying to make that push, or if they're gonna fall back. Kind of think about that draft because bye weeks 6 and 7, 8, they're real rough. I don't know if teams are looking at them yet, but tough matchups, bye weeks, dynasty till death, week 5, best league in the world, baby. Let's get it. I'll see y'all next week.